Matthew Stuckey here from Verity Baptist Church Manila and Verity Baptist Church Pampanga, just with a quick missionary update. And this past week we had a total of 12 salvations. We still had our normal soul winning times. What we found here in the Philippines, from our experience, is people are a lot less receptive to the gospel right now than they were a month ago. And so I know it seems like it's a little bit different in the U.S. from the reports I've heard, that people are really excited to hear the gospel. They're really interested. Right now, that's not really what we've run into. A lot of people are kind of hesitant. They're kind of afraid. But we're still finding some people that are willing to listen. Obviously, we're not able to do our all-day soul winning in parks because, the parks are shut down. And there's nobody in them. There would be nobody in them as it is anyway. What we're hoping is after the lockdown, things will kind of go back to normal. And so we can go back to the parks on Saturday where we'll be packed with people and people will be ready to listen. But we'll see, because right now they are hesitant, so that could last for a little while, especially if this is in the news. But, you're rewarded for the work you do. So even though we're not getting as many people saved now, you still get the same rewards if you're doing the same work. So we're keeping it going, but it has been a bit more challenging, and a lot of our members are not able to come to church or go soul winning because of the lockdown orders, and there's many checkpoints and things like that. And so it's a lot stricter than it is in the U.S., but it is what it is. So just be in prayer for our church, especially that we can return things back to normal. Our lockdown was extended for a couple weeks, and so it's till May 15th, and so I think we have a couple more Sundays and a couple more Wednesdays to get through. But, anyways, just be in prayer for our church. And I know a lot of other churches are in similar situations, and we're doing the best we can with the situation that we have. In terms of my sermons, and I'm still going through the book of Revelation, and I preached on the political rise of the Antichrist from Revelation chapter 6. I'm going to focus on the abomination of desolation later on in the second half of the book of Revelation when I get there. But I kind of spoke about the political rise of the Antichrist, and then I continued the series on worldliness as I talked about the lust of the ears and the lust of the eyes. One thing our church is doing during this time period that is exciting to me and has been great to me is we're doing a Bible memorization challenge, and we've had those pretty much since the church has started. But this one's the most intense one because we're in the book of Romans, and it's a 16-week challenge, and one of them is to memorize 2 verses a week and memorize the first chapter by the end of the 16 weeks. The other challenge is to memorize 1 chapter per week. And the rule is you have to quote a chapter perfectly, and then you can move on to the next chapter. You don't have to keep it permanently in your memory to quote word for word perfect from Romans 1 to 16. But it's been exciting because we have many people at our church that have joined in this challenge. We have people outside of our church who have emailed and joined the challenge and are doing great, memorizing lots of verses or memorizing chapters. And it's been exciting to me because I've never done a super deep study of Romans as I have with some other books. And so I'm in Romans 4 right now, and there's a couple verses I keep getting a little bit off. I'm trying to get that worked out. And so anyways, we're learning a lot and everything like that. So we're trying to spiritually grow during this time period. And this is just one of those trials that you have as a church. And things were really booming for our church. We were getting like 100 plus souls saved every week. Our attendances were great. They were rising, and we had a big visitor challenge we were starting, and it kind of all went, kind of down. Everything happened. But anyways, we're looking forward to it being over here soon, and just continue to be in prayer for our church. And anyways, thank you, and God bless.